Welcome back, everybody, to another Plaid Couch podcast episode. Today I'm joined by...
Matthew Buff.
I'm Jaylene.
And I'm Tegan.
Cut my last name out if you guys aren't going to do that.
No, it's fine. You could we know how.
I'll put emphasis on it.
Okay.
Matthew feels he's more important than the rest of us, so.
Do not.
Full name basis with the audience.
Or maybe because our names are unique, he's got to compensate for it.
I gotta overcompensate.
Old Tegan.
Yeah, good old Tegan, good old Jane, and
Jaylene.
Jaylene, that's right.
I got 2 work emails today, and they both of them were like, "Morning, Jaylene," and they both cut off the E on my first name, and I was like.
My joy is whenever I go to like a fast food place or something, and they ask you, "What is your name?" And I tell them, Tegan, spell it however you want. Whatever is easiest for you to remember how to say my name. And
Tegan?
Every time. Tegan? It's like, we spoke 5 seconds ago.
The guy who said his name, Tegan's like in the far, like, what the
It's always the same person who takes the order. It's like, Tegan? It's like... Or it's... However they spell my name is just completely off. Some people get close. Like, they mix up the A and E or they add an extra vowel somewhere. The funniest one I've seen is, and maybe this is because I have a speech impediment or something, but they put Tankin, Tankin.
Tankin.
And I was like, that's kind of sick.
See, that would be like a good Xbox name or something.
Yeah, I was going to say that'd be a good profile name.
No, because if it was an Xbox name, people would kick me because they think I'd be smurfing or not doing my best, because tanking means you're doing bad.
See, we're not real gamers. We don't know the lingo.
No, I know. You're not the real gamer.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing Modern Warfare 2 last night.
Which one? The 2020s one?
Yeah, 2019 I think it is. I didn't know if Modern Warfare 3 released already, or I would have bought that. But I was going up against, we were doing a team deathmatch, and the guy who was in top place was I'm Trash. That was his profile name. And I'm like, dude, I gotta be I'm Trash, because I gotta be better than the guy who says he's trash.
Say, that's sick when you have a name like that, and then you're just wiping the floor with everybody else.
My old gamer tag, back when my brothers and I all shared an Xbox, was no one important. So whenever we would dominate in Halo Reach Infected, it would just be like, no one important killed you.
What was your Xbox name? Was yours just Cool Matthew?
Yeah, it was pretty boring. It was Cool Matthew 18.
Nice.
And I think it's still that to this day, actually. Because I don't play my Xbox as much as my PlayStation.
So add Matthew.
But I did fire up the old thick boy Xbox One, and I've been playing Sunset Overdrive. If you remember that game.
Yeah.
It's made by Insomniac, the people who made the Tony Hawk games and the recent Spider-Man games. And I didn't realize Insomniac was the people who made that until I got to the core mechanics of Sunset Overdrive, which was like grinding along rails and a lot of aerial combat. I'm like, dude, this is like the Spider-Man game. I'm like, oh no shit, this is by Insomniac. So I've been.
It took Matthew 3 weeks to connect the dots.
I bought that game on a whim because I remember seeing the trailer for it. I'm like, oh, that looks sick, because it reminded me of Borderlands a little bit, with some parkour and Mirror's Edge and whatnot. But it's a funny game. The first gun you get is called the Flaming Compensator, and it's literally like a blunderbuss with 2 iron balls on the bottom of it. So
holy shit, okay.
It shoots flaming bullets too. It's like, oh hell yeah. And then just been playing some good old Yu-Gi-Oh as well.
Nice. I don't know if you guys saw, but EA had another big Sims sale. They normally do that when they announce new packs that are coming out. They'll discount a lot of the old ones. And I don't buy Sims packs full price. I shouldn't buy them when they're on sale either because The Sims 4 is garbage and EA sucks. But now I don't even want to say it. There are only 2 Sims 4 packs that I don't own.
Why don't you just get them?
Because the one is a Star Wars pack.
Okay.
And it's ass, and I don't want Star Wars in my Sims game because that was just a cash grab for EA, and I don't morally stand behind that decision. And the other
last
one,
thing Jaylene wants to do is give money to EA, unless it's at a discounted price.
if I can bundle my packs, I'll do it.
So what's the second one? Or
The
last
second one is the last expansion pack that came out for rent, and those ones they don't discount as much as the other ones because I think all the expansion packs are 50% off right now.
Gotcha.
That one's only 25% off because it's still fairly new.
The completionist in me is bugging out a bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's only 2 of them.
Well, and I don't have all the kits either. And kits are
gotcha.
stupid too because it's like you get like 20 items for like $5 and they're like really niche. I have some of the kits, like they had a grunge revival kit.
Yeah.
Like create a sim kit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that beanie looks cool.
That beanie looks cool.
I basically spent $5 for a beanie.
So a virtual beanie at that.
Yeah.
Or no, was it a real one?
Oh no. EA's not handing out freebies like that. So that's what I did last week because there were just like 2 more that I really wanted that I was just kind of like you, the completionist in me just wanted to get them. But then I was like, I'm going to wait till they go on sale. And then they announced the new sale because the new pack's coming out. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to bite the bullet and do it. And now I see how many packs I have and it makes me sad.
Just a little embarrassing. I know how that goes.
But I don't play games like that anymore. Like I used to actually play other games and I don't know what happened to me. I'm like really lame now. And well, we don't have time to game like we used to. So now it's like I usually have time on like a Sunday to sit and no life a game. And The Sims is just easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Like if I start playing, like I played Tears of the Kingdom for a while, which I didn't even beat, but like I get sucked in and then it's like I don't get anything done. The dishes pile up and, you know, I start not doing my makeup for work. So But The Sims is easy to pick up and put down. So that's how I justify it in my mind. But I do have a problem. And I do need help. And I really hate EA. Their game is so broken. Help me.
One of our gameplay videos, we'll play the even more broken EA game Spore.
Oh my gosh,
I forgot about
dude.
Spore.
I've seen some gameplay on
Oh,
that.
it is so janky. It's like if you try to do anything fun, it's like nope, game's crashing.
Yep.
And I remember there was the Spore game, but there was also just the creature builder that you bought like separately.
Did you know that was available on Nintendo DS? Because I owned it on Nintendo DS.
Yeah, I didn't know it was for console
And-
at all.
and
I
let
thought
me
it was
tell
just
you,
Nintendo DS
It
or
did.
PC.
No,
even.
it did not work on DS because I got it. I got it for Christmas, and like it just straight up like the game wouldn't even load. Like I
What?
couldn't get it. Yeah, it was crazy. So then I complained to. I think it was like my dad, my stepmom got it for me, and then my grandma was like really into like tech. She still is, but not so much the older she gets.
Yeah.
But so I told my grandma, I said, this game's just not working. So she took me to Walmart or wherever to exchange it. And it still didn't work. It was the game, everything else worked fine on my DS. But I had 2 copies of Spore Creatures and I could never play it.
That's awful.
Yeah, so.
I can't. How did they even release a game like that?
It's EA. They don't give a shit.
EA
That's
is
true.
so bad.
That's true.
And
Remember the first Battlefront? How bad that was?
Listen, the first Battlefront holds a very special place in my heart, and it's flawless.
this is where you have a problem because, like, I love the Sims series, but I can admit that it's trash and it's flawed. You need to admit that, like, Battlefront.
The first Battlefront?
Not for like the Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh, okay.
The one that came out in the 2010s.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, that I'm with you if we're going, like, way back to PS2. That one's flawless.
Yeah, those ones are great.
Yeah.
It's when
I
EA
forgot
got
about-
their grubby little
forgot about
fingers
that
on
one.
it.
That's a good thing you forgot,
I
probably.
played it a little bit. It was not fun.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Yeah. And then I've heard they've done a lot to, after all the backlash from Battlefront 2, they went back and improved a lot of things, but it's like, they should have
The
done
newest Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
they're still getting. They didn't. Battlefront 2 isn't doing too good.
No, it didn't when they started because it was very much pay to win.
Oh, that's
and to get a lot of the characters, you had to pay a lot of money.
EA, how dare
Yeah.
you?
Well, did you hear back? Not to bring it back to The Sims 4, but like I'm well versed in how terrible EA is. They, I think, just a couple months ago, hired a whole new team of people just to fix The Sims 4 because they get so many complaints. Like there are still issues with packs that came out like 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's bad, yeah, because it's a 10-year-old game and it's like even the first few packs, it's like they're still buggy. So they're like, don't worry, guys, we hired a new team to work on packs. In the meantime, here's 2 new kits if you want to spend $10.
So, how did you find this out? Do you follow Sims 4 on like Twitter or
I
something?
think they tweeted it, but I follow a few Simmers on YouTube just to get my... Don't judge me. This is a safe space. There are a few Simmers that I follow on YouTube just to get my news, and that's it.
Okay.
And I found out from them because they were clowning on EA. So
When's The Sims 5 gonna release?
they're working on... Oh my god, I'm gonna sound like a fucking
When's
loser.
Kingdom Hearts 4 gonna release?
They're currently working on...
Next year sometime.
I keep being hopeful.
I am.
EA's currently working on what's called Project Renee right now, which a lot of people are speculating is like The Sims 5, but it's like in very, very, very like early stages. So I don't know. They're gonna milk The Sims 4 for all it's worth, though. They did that with The Sims 3. Sims 3, like at the end, the Sims 3 store, it would be like you could go into the Sims 3 store and like just buy individual items, and like The Sims 4 is getting close to that, and because it's not gonna be good for your girl. But it'd be like, oh, I want this one like pair of boots. It's $2. Click and buy.
So, on the topic of kind of niche community, Wizard 101,
Oh gosh.
fucking great game, dude. Pirate 101 too. I played the shit
There
out
was
of
a
those
Pirate
things.
101?
Oh yeah, it was great.
I remember the commercials for Wizard 101 would play constantly on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, but I
Yeah.
didn't know about Pirate 101.
They really wanted people to play it, and I finally figured out how to work a PC one day, and I'm like, I'm gonna download this because I know it's free. And
He can play Wizard 101, but he can't play Lethal Company.
yeah, that's true. My laptop does play Wizard 101, but it does not load Lethal Company for whatever reason.
Hey, you know what? Priorities, I guess.
Matthew, make a business expense.
I will. I will.
gotta give him some time.
After he buys new tires again.
No, those will be good for a while. Right now, it's the other half of my property tax that I have to pay right now, which is due next week.
Have fun. Did you have like a niche like game like that? Because you seem like a Club Penguin kind of a guy to me, and I don't know why.
I've never played Club Penguin.
Yeah, that's what he says.
I usually played like the Flash games on.
You didn't have like
computers.
you didn't have like an ongoing one.
What about Pop Tropica?
Oh my god!
No.
Oh my god!
I got a taste of that every now and again.
I mean, let's see. I was in middle school, going into high school when Sims 3 was out, so I played that quite a bit with friends. Backyard sports. That I still play those.
A lot of times I get on Discord and that's what you're playing.
If you see me on Discord, it's either because I'm working on Plaid Couch stuff and just seeing if anyone messages me, or I'm playing Backyard Sports.
Dude, I am stuck on watching Papa Meat play backyard baseball.
So much fun.
It's just, I don't even watch it. It's just on in the background. Every now and again, he'll like, Papa Meat, he'll say something like real crazy, and I'm like, what? And I go back, and it's like the power-ups, like the AI can use power-ups too. So it'll be like, I think one of them was like a freeze ball.
Yeah.
And you didn't know
Big
about
freeze.
It. Yeah, big freeze. So he's like, he's got his best batter up on the plate.
And then you're like, oh, I'm smacking the shit out of this.
Yeah.
And then it just freezes right as you swing, and you just go, son of a.
Yeah. it's just a nice to turn on.
Yeah, maybe I'll start streaming my team.
What's the name of your team?
Cleveland Guardians.
Original.
No, because they have the actual MLB teams.
Oh,
really?
But I'm saying their new name.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland Guardians.
Yes, because back in 2001, they were not the Guardians, but
Nope.
Yeah.
but another team. Which, you know what? They changed it. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit?
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna
But
delve into that.
before that,
Here.
I'd be the Little Giants.
The Little Giants. That's perfect. That's perfect.
I never played that game, but we glazed over Pop Tropica way too quickly because holy shit.
You're gonna have to talk about it because it's glazed. It's blurry in my mind.
Yeah, you
Listen.
gotta unlock the vault for Matthew.
Listen, my brother and I played that game so much that they had like after you beat every world, you would like get so much money, and then you could buy it for costumes and stuff. I had the burger, the ice cream cone, the soft drink, and I'm pretty sure there was a hot dog. That's how much I played that game because you couldn't just beat one island and get a costume. You had to beat like 2 or 3 to make enough to get a costume. And I had at least 4 of just the food costumes. I had a whole fucking wardrobe.
Sounds like you had a whole fridge full of them.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Carrot Island or whatever.
Yeah.
Best,
Is that your favorite?
That's the best game ever. It's the Carrot Island map of Pop Tropica. Screw The Sims 4. Screw every other game we talked about. Oh my god. And I think there's a way that you can go on and play classic Pop Tropica, but it doesn't hit the same because I'm not, 11 years old anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I'm in a niche that I'm alone here.
We touched on this our last recording session, but the powder game.
Oh yeah.
I love that game to bits, and one of my favorite things is you get little guys you can put on there, and you can either like program the movements in a little bit, or they just do it automatically. And I would just watch them fight while making all these chemical reactions around them happen, and I was good for like hours.
In the Carrot Island and Pop Tropica, they had like a I don't know if it was a soda machine or a milkshake machine, and you could drink the soda from it, and whatever color you drink the soda of, it would change your hair that color.
No way.
And you could mix sodas, like you could mix all of them, get like a nasty brown color or like whatever
shit.
color you wanted. Yeah, it was sick.
So
Why'd you look at me when you said nasty brown color?
I was just looking around, so I know you.
That's the color of your hair, Tegan.
Oh
Nasty
my-
brown.
Your nasty brown
Oh.
eyes.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
But
So if you mix them and you drink it, would your hair have multiple colors?
no, it would just be whatever it mixed. Like you'd
Oh.
mix it in the cup, so you'd see
Gotcha.
what color it'd be.
Gotcha.
So you'd like make a really nasty like green color, have nasty green hair. I'd always go for pink. I'd take the red and the white and have pink hair, and my ice cream suit.
Gotcha. I used to go on CartoonNetwork.com a lot and just play any of the games there. One I really liked was an Ed, Edd n Eddy one where you're skating, and you could, the higher up you got, it was kind of like, I can't think of the name now. It was one of the like first iPhone games. You bounce up on the thing.
Oh, Doodle Jump.
Yeah, Doodle Jump. Where if you hit certain stuff, you get higher and higher, and then you come back down and skate the ramp up, do some tricks. The more tricks you did, the higher you would get. That was a lot of fun.
Did you guys ever play the Lilo and Stitch sandwich game?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
sandwich stacker.
I became a pro at it.
That seems like a niche you would actually be really into. The minute I was saying that, I'm like, I bet
Dude,
Tegan
it was
fucked
a
with the
flash
sandwich
game.
Did you ever fuck around on polypocket.com?
Ooh,
What?
that's getting too girly for me.
They had some fun dress-up games and things.
Huh?
The Cookie Kitchen or whatever it was called. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. All right. I need
Tell us about.
No, it's fine. You
Tell
guys
us
didn't.
about Cooking
you guys
Mama.
didn't. I never played Cooking Mama. You say this all the time.
What game is it?
Cake Mania.
Oh my gosh,
and
same thing.
And I had the trilogy. I had 1, 2, and 3. And
Cake
3,
Mania,
and
not
3 I
Cooking
can't
Mama.
find anymore. No, it's Cake Mania. You know why? Because I beat it again 2 Sundays ago.
Which one?
The first one.
The first one.
Yes.
You guys see this? She gets a little defensive when it comes to Cooking
Because
Mama.
for like how many years have we known each other? Matthew's like, oh, Jaylene loves Cooking Mama. It's like I've never played Cooking Mama.
She's so mad she didn't hear
She
you
didn't
say
even hear me
Cooking
say
Mama.
again.
I love Cake Mania. Underrated game. And I hate when you disgrace it like that. Jill deserves so much better. Jill and her poor grandparents.
What was the other one? Like Papa's Pizzeria.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. We're taking it back old school.
There's this. Oh, I need to find who he is. There's this guy on YouTube who does like the Papa's games, and he'll be like giving like, I don't know, like bitch Monica like 200 like pepperonis on her pizza. It's crazy.
You can put 200
Dude,
pepperonis
he'll
on a
stack
pizza.
that
Yeah.
shit. I gotta show you his videos.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure I'm
gosh.
subscribed to him. And I'll be having the worst week of my life, and I'll log into YouTube, and it'll be like giving Greg like 20 anchovies on his pizza. And it's like, oh shit. And then that'll cure my depression for at least a month.
Can we talk about the shitty game console? But I had a lot of fun playing with you guys on it. The Wii U with Mario Party.
The Wii U wasn't shitty. The Wii U rollout was shitty,
Yeah.
and the games
The
were bad.
rollout. What do you mean the rollout?
Because Nintendo just kind of made it seem like an add-on of the Wii.
Gotcha.
So like it wasn't its own thing. It was, you could get exclusive games for this, but they really didn't advertise it till it was released.
A lot of people thought that you just had to buy like a Wii U gamepad
Yeah.
and it would work with your Wii, and like a lot of people were like, didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
how it
you had to get a
worked.
whole new Wii too?
No,
It
that's
was
why
its-
people were confused.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was his own separate console, but they marketed it like it was
Oh,
almost
gotcha,
an extension
gotcha.
of the Wii.
Yeah.
And it confused people. Because also, like, they had like a second generation Wii come out like years before that, so a lot of people were like, oh, it's just the next
Yeah.
Wii. They didn't realize it was its whole new console.
Yeah. But the Wii U had some fun games. Wii Party U.
Wii Party U
Wii
was
Party.
lit.
We have so many memories with that game.
Burguy and I would play that so much in our college dorm freshman year because we were losers and didn't hang out with anyone else really. There was one game where you had to like slide open doors. Our timing got so good on that, like if you messed up for 0.01 seconds, the other person would win because they would do it flawlessly.
Oh my
The
gosh.
hat game.
The
You gotta
biggest
pick
hat?
The biggest
Biggest
hat.
hat.
Oh, the knitting game. There was this game when you had to like knit really fast. It was like one of those ones where you go like
Yeah.
the button mashers almost, but
Yeah.
you're going in between two because you're knitting.
Yep.
And the goal was to like knit the longest scarf, but you got to do it the fastest. And our friend would always kill when
I
we
don't know
played that
how
game.
he did it.
And he had the record. And I remember my birthday, we played Wii Party U, and it was getting serious because it was my birthday. I wanted to win.
Yeah.
And I beat the record of the knitting game while we were playing.
Oh.
And everybody was like, oh shit. And then we ended up playing it again. I don't know if it was like the same game where we just went round two, and that came up. And our friend Cody, like you could see him like really getting into it, like he was ready to claim a spot.
Yeah.
And he did. He beat the record. He reclaimed it, and he stood up and he went, knitted my soul out. And I was like, okay, well deserved.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And it's like we should not be getting that intense about a party game for the Wii U, but we did.
What was that Mario one where it was kind of like a tag game where
Mario Chase.
Mario Chase.
Yeah, on Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land might be probably my favorite, like Nintendo title to be released with a console. It's really up there with Wii Sports for me. Like those two are such iconic games.
Yeah.
But Nintendo Land's great. The Luigi's Mansion game is really fun.
Yeah.
And what was the other one we played all the time? It was the Luigi's Mansion one, Mario Chase, and Animal Crossing. There was the Animal Crossing game
Oh,
when you
that's right.
gathered all the candies.
Yep. Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Shout out Family Guy.
Shout out James Woods. Never done nothing wrong.
Ooh, piece of candy. Tegan, what do you got? Any
What? Way to just put him on the spot. Holy cow. Yeah, Tegan, you haven't said enough shit this episode. You got to contribute here.
All right. I don't really. Those three games for Nintendo Land, I remember vaguely, but yeah, Wii Party U, the game mode where you have to put on the costumes. You're on the board getting all those pieces.
Oh, the costume party one.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Where you're like playing dress up, and it's like each of the different stores have like a niche costume. Like there was a cowboy and a princess, and
and they each had their own value. And if you had
Yeah.
ones of the complete set, you got more points.
Gotcha.
So playing that with Berg, I'd be like, "You idiot! You only have the cowboy hat, and the rest is caveman. You stupid."
We would get way too rowdy
Yeah.
playing that game.
It was a lot of fun
Yeah.
though.
Made it a little too competitive.
Yeah.
Yo,
So my bad for putting Tegan on the spot without
Yeah.
much guidance, but
Yeah, Matthew just looked at me.
let's.
What's your input?
I'm not done talking about Wii Party
Oh,
U.
okay.
Highway rollers.
Oh.
With the
my
dice.
I forgot about.
I forgot all about it, and then we went to go switch topics. I went, hold on, we got to talk about highway rollers.
I saw a YouTube short recently where someone's like, "You can beat highway rollers in 3 rolls," and he went through. You gotta land on this space and then swap with this person, and then they roll. They get to this space and then swap you back and do all of this.
I feel like Matthew could have started speedrunning highway rollers because of how lucky he would get with his rolls. It would be
The one game that my rolls were good.
he was getting all 6s. It would get to the point where can I dox you on
Yeah.
here? Matthew would be rolling the dice on the gamepad and he would go, "Hail Satan!" And then he would get almost all
I would
6s.
get almost all 6s.
And I'm like, I don't know if I would be proud of that. But good for you, my guy.
I know someone was proud of that.
Thanks, big guy.
Thanks.
So, I just had.
I could feel it in my soul too when I go to roll. It'd be like a vibration through my hand. I'm like, oh, I can feel this one, boys and girls. Ugh. All 6s.
It was crazy how many 6s you would get in that game. It was actually insane.
It'd be like whenever I think it's Mario Party 10 that had all those different.
The different dice.
Yeah, different dice.
Yeah, because I think that's the one where you're all in the cart together, or is that
Well,
a different one?
It may not be Mario Party 10 then, because I think you are all in the cart. This one, it kind of went back to the old ones.
Okay, I
But-
don't remember. I can't keep them all
There's
straight.
too many Mario Party
Yeah,
games.
Shy Guy on Gold Mine Gamble.
Oh, gotta get that gold.
Gotta get that gold. I really like the maps on that
Yeah.
specific Mario Party. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun when we finally get to those for Mario Party League and
20 years.
yeah.
I always love playing that specific Mario Party with Burguy because his strategy was always like, you got to pick the character with the best dice. And I was like, I'm still just going Princess Peach every time.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? So you can roll a 7 because hers was like, I don't know, a few low numbers and then all 7s. And I'm like, I've been playing Princess Peach since I was 4 years old.
You got that right.
I'm not just going to switch now because she's got and not even that she had a bad dice. It was just because it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'm not gonna win anyway. Just let me be my girl. So, and I didn't feel bad because you know what? He did that strategy, and guess who he got stuck with? Hammer Bro. So,
Well, we're not keeping the same characters through all the games, are we?
I
No.
think it's just per game, and then
Yeah,
if you want to.
My favorite character isn't available yet.
Yeah, Rosalina will be available for that one.
Yeah, you're not stuck with Luigi the whole time.
I
Yeah.
mean, Luigi's
So,
fine. But
yeah, it's Mario Party 1. Who you pick is there. Mario Party 2, we can change characters.
Gotcha.
I doubt any of us will. Maybe you may, just to
Maybe.
switch it up to Mario
see.
or DK.
We'll see.
Why is that so menacing?
We'll
We'll
see.
see about that.
We'll see about
We'll
that.
see how much I
So,
win Mario
on-
Party
on-
League by.
On the topic of Mario, did you guys play both Mario Super Sluggers and Mario Strikers?
No, because here's the thing. I'm taking the reins on this one.
Well, I really didn't have Nintendo stuff growing up, so.
I never really got into Strikers. I played it a few times. I think my brain's just broken. I don't know. But I liked Sluggers, and I would have fun playing it. My
Yeah.
grandma had it, and I wanted to get it on Wii, and my brother boycotted it because the game is so unbalanced. And he was mad
Sluggers?
that he didn't guarantee get a win every time he played me because the game's so broken.
Oh.
Like the mechanics in it are fucked. Like
I don't know.
and-
I wasted a lot of weekends playing Sluggers.
I've never seen, my whole childhood, the most pissed off my brother ever was is when we played Sluggers. And it was always when he had to bat.
I need to catch up on a YouTube channel where it's a full-blown Mario Sluggers League where
Is it?
everyone has their own team.
Dude, I'm gonna say I like Strikers better than Sluggers.
Strikers is a better game.
I remember it wasn't even like you guys. I was at a friend's house and I was playing it for the first time, and I was getting real into it, and I was destroying it. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. But as far as nostalgia, I guess. I really like the way the map is laid out in Sluggers, like how you move around the map.
See, I don't even remember that much of it. I wasn't allowed to play it because my brother would get too mad.
We need to,
I'd watch Burguy play both strikers and sluggers.
we should play
in the
those.
dorm.
We should play those.
He
for
played
the channel.
striker, or he played sluggers in the dorm.
I may have just been strikers,
I will bet money that he did not play sluggers in the dorm.
unless they released like a new one during that
I don't know if
time.
they did.
Right. But do you remember in Sluggers, like the team actions you could do, where if the ball was really high up, you could stack each other up. You could stack your team on each other until they caught it, or if you hit, or I don't know if it was like a timing thing or a power up, but when you're up to bat, there's all kinds of things that could happen when you hit it, and it was just tons of fun.
You know what's a better baseball game on Wii? Wii Sports Baseball.
Wii Sports Baseball. You got that right.
That one on the summers, me and my brother would just know life, which is crazy because there was like a baseball diamond like across the street from our house, and we would just, I'm not kidding, we'd play Wii Sports Baseball for hours in the summer. And it's like we could go play real baseball, but it was fun.
Then you'd have to like run to get the ball
And catch the ball, actually.
Well, and it was just two of us, so.
Yeah.
And that game is pretty like unbalanced and unfair, but it was
too fun.
Yeah.
Just throw the splitter every time.
Yeah.
But that
I
wasn't.
think that's A in the trigger.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I think that was like broken enough to where Burguy realized how it was broken and he could still beat me. Where Sluggers was just so absurd, like he just couldn't figure out a mechanic to beat me. And I like playing Wii Sports Baseball because I don't remember if you were player 1 or player 2, but one of the teams had the striped pants. And I always thought they looked sick on the Mii's because the other team didn't have striped pants.
You got that right.
And I just remember that being a selling point for me wanting to play. Like we'd put in Wii Sports and be like, "Oh, what do you want to play?" And it's like, "I'll play baseball because I get the striped pants."
I liked the tennis and the boxing. I played the boxing a lot.
My dad, like hit me hard in the head playing Wii tennis one time, and he refused to ever play it again. He felt so bad.
Oh.
Like it cracked me in the head, and I mean, I was taken aback because like, ow, I just got a Wii remote to the head.
Yeah.
And then once I like realized it was okay, I sat down and my dad's like, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," and then I just started laughing because I was like, "Holy shit!" And yeah, he said he'd never play Wii tennis again, and he never did.
I was a pro Wii bowler.
Oh, Wii bowling is so much fun.
It is.
One time, during the summer, when I was a lot younger, my brothers and I were playing, and I would always crush them.
Mm-hmm.
And we were down to like the last 2 rolls, and I had a perfect game going. I was like, "You guys, you don't know shit. I'm whooping your asses." So then they just get up, turn off the Wii, and it's like, now we'll never know who won.
Oh my god.
I just went, all right.
All right.
I had a cousin who used to pull that stunt all the time.
I had a cousin recently. We went to another cousin's open house. They moved to a new place and invited some people over. And towards the end of the night, we were playing Mario Party 2. And he just got to the point. It was a competition between 3 of us and then him.
Mm-hmm.
So right when it got to the end where it's like, oh, let's find out who won, he gets up, turns off the N64. It's not an emulator or anything. It's on the 64. And he's like, well, it's a tie.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Classic move.
So my sister did that to me once, but it was Minecraft because
Minecraft.
Why?
I
Gotta stop.
it was my fault because I was playing it for a long time, and I should have given her time with the Xbox, but I didn't want to. I was in the middle of building this huge village that I was building for like a week straight, and there was an autosave in that time, and so you had to manually save, and she got real mad. She was like, "Mom said it's my turn to play," and I'm like, "I'm not done yet." And she throws a pillow at me and then shuts the Xbox off.
That's such a sick power move. Honestly, you deserve that.
And I look at her, she looks at me, and I'm like, I'm going upstairs.
Put your dukes up.
It was getting to that point. It was getting to that point.
I remember as a kid, since there were 3 of us, first off, we weren't allowed to play like the PlayStation 2 or anything on a school night.
Yeah, same.
And when we were allowed to play, we had to do it in 1-hour rotations.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to keep track of whose turn it was to play. So it'd be like, oh, I'm playing this game, getting real far, and then my younger brother would be like, hey, your hour's up. I'm like, come on, let's cut a deal here.
Start negotiating.
I will say, like, my brother and I never ran into that. A lot of it was because when I was younger, I didn't really like playing, like, story-based, like, one-player games very much because I was just so bad at video games. So a lot of time, or, like, if I did, I'd just play them on my DS. We each had a DS. But if we wanted to play the GameCube or something, I just feel like Jacob always got his way because if he wanted to play a game by himself, he would just be like, hey, you want to watch me play Zelda? And, like, that was one of my favorite things to do as a kid. I'm like, oh, yeah, because I was so bad. I'm bad at Zelda now, let alone when I was just, an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So I would just sit and watch him play Zelda for hours. Like, that was my entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And if I said, no, I don't want to do that, he'd be like, you want to play Smash? I'd be like, okay. So,
Okay.
like, we had a really good arrangement. And then once I got older, then we had our own consoles, so it was a lot easier because if he's like, hey, you want to watch me play Zelda? I'd be like, no, and then I would go in my room and play like Mario 3D World. So it was a good arrangement. I didn't realize how good we had it, and also we were allowed to play our PS2 on school nights.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I was not.
Yeah.
That's why I really liked when I started staying home alone, because I could play games. Even if I was grounded, I always made sure to put the remote back exactly where it was. I would look at everything before I touched it because my dad was super perceptive when it came to that. And I'm like, okay, this was here, this was here, this was here. So I'm like, I got like 2 hours, maybe 3, and I'll be playing, and I would close the blinds to the point where you couldn't see into the living room, but I could still see outside a little bit. I'd see my mom's car roll up, and I'd be like, oh, turn on Cartoon Network or something.
See, that was the
The
other.
news.
Yeah, the news.
Watching just the political debate. That was the other good thing about Jacob and I. We had like a really good gaming arrangement as kids. It's like my mom would get mad and ground one of us. And at one point we had 2 GameCubes because my lovely stepsister broke one in a fit of rage. So then when that one was getting repaired, my grandma bought us like a used, like refurbished one. So then we ended up with 2 GameCubes. So he had one, I had one. And then I didn't have, like, we had a shared PlayStation and Xbox. But then I think we ended up with like 2 Wii's in the house also. So we had multiple consoles and things. And one kid gets grounded and mom just comes up and she would just unplug the GameCube and hide it in her room. So then I'd be like, Jacob, you want to play Melee? Because she couldn't take my GameCube. I wasn't grounded.
Right.
And it was a thing where, and I'm sure she knew what was going on, but she goes, you better not be letting him play your games up there. And I'd be like, uh-huh, Mom. And we would just be, he'd be kicking my ass in Melee. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she was oblivious to it, but he couldn't play Zelda because I didn't want to play Zelda. If we were playing on my GameCube, we were playing Smash. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I hate to say I had it the best in the gaming department as kids.
I think you did.
I think Burguy had it best. It sounds like he got it his way every time.
Yeah, I had to share.
Well, we shared too. We just, weren't a bunch of like little boys arguing over video games.
Well,
that was a blessing in disguise when I was a kid.
It was, if we couldn't play the PlayStation 2, it's like, what could I play on the PlayStation 1? And then it'd be like playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater or the Spider-Man game where you can't touch the ground because
the original one.
They released Fog.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those games.
That was the first Spider-Man. I remember that one.
Yep.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember like what the first video game you got was? Like the first one that you played? Or?
Oh, shit.
It may have been that. And that may have been when I started to realize my vision was going away. Because I'd be playing, and at that age, your parents were like, "We don't want you sitting close to the screen." Especially back in the day, it was CRT.
With, like the CRTs, and you could feel the static.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we'd be far away, and it's just like, I really can't.
I can't see.
I'm having trouble seeing these amazing graphics. And then it finally came to school where it's like, I'm not able to see the board that well.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize I needed glasses until I started driving.
That's a good time to learn that you
And
can't
that was
see.
when I turned 18, when I got my license.
Yeah, I always forget that you didn't have glasses in high school.
Yeah, you always seem like someone who would have had.
I know, but I didn't. And I should have, though,
Yeah.
because I didn't realize how bad my eyes were until I started driving, and I couldn't see the signs until I got right up to them. And it got even worse because my eyes would they would strain, and they would start to twitch, and it'd be like that for weeks. And I'm like begging my mom, like, Mom, please, I need to go to the eye doctor. I need glasses. I can't see when I drive. My eyes start twitching. She was like, oh, it's not a big deal.
Your mom who has glasses, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
She wasn't very concerned when I first started telling her. I had to keep reminding her. I said, Mom, I need glasses bad. And so I finally got some, and I'm never going back.
I got glasses for the first time when I was in the 4th grade, and it was just like, we never like annually went to the eye doctor because we didn't really have bad vision as like little kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if like my mom had like a coupon or something to take kids to the eye doctor, just figured it was time, so she took us. And I always had a hard time seeing from like the back of the classroom, but I was just like, well, I'll just sit closer to the front, like no big deal. Because like once I was sitting in the middle of the classroom, I didn't have an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in the 4th grade, she took us to the eye doctor, and my brother was fine, but they're like, oh, she's nearsighted, because they're opposite. I always have to remember. She's nearsighted.
Dumb naming, by the way.
But it wasn't bad enough to where I need to wear my glasses all the time, because I would get headaches when I wore my glasses all the time. So they're like, hey, if she's like doing schoolwork and like needs to see far away, then put her glasses on. So I looked like such a fucking idiot in the 4th grade, because it's like if I need to take notes, I have to put my glasses on, but like I couldn't read with my glasses on. So then I'm like taking my glasses on and off. And a lot of the girls in school would be like, you know, you have to leave your glasses on. I'm like, my eye doctor told me not to. Because, you know, they're little girls. They just, like to be bitchy.
Well,
You should have got the ones with the magnet so you could just.
yeah. And then,
That would have made you the coolest kid.
well, I wore those for a while, and then it got to the point where, like, my vision did start getting worse. So then when I ended up getting new glasses in 7th grade. Because it wasn't bad enough. I hardly wore them, so it wasn't bad enough to where like my mom felt it necessary for me to get new glasses, like, you know, on the normal schedule that you normally should.
Yeah.
I didn't wear them as much as I should have. So I finally got to the point where my vision's getting worse. I need new glasses, and I'm going to put a picture up because they were so bad. The frames I picked out. I was in the 7th grade, and I got the Hillary Duff branded plastic frames. They were so tiny because like sometimes I would wear them and I could like see like through the top and the bottom of them because that's how tiny they were.
Oh my god.
And they were teal, but like the front like plate part of them were like brown and had swirlies on them. And I also thought this would be a good time to get transition lenses.
Oh.
And
see, here's the thing. People are like, transition lenses are going to be so helpful. And then the first day you wear them, you're like, this sucks. I hate it.
You would walk into school and like all first period, you've got sunglasses on. And it's like,
these are transition lens. I don't like them.
Oh, I hated my transition lenses.
I hate because when I'm like right outside like it is now, and then I'll go in like a store or something, and you go by a mirror, it's like I look fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I needed to wear my glasses every day. I could tell. I could not wear those glasses. They were so bad. And I don't know if you guys remember, but like it was always the worst like when we were playing like split screen games. And it's like I just needed the extra vision. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're playing multiplayer like that, because you can't sit right in front of the TV and block everybody's view.
Right.
So we would have game nights and I would just be sitting there and fucking stupid ass Lizzie McGuire frames be the only time I wore them.
I'm surprised your mom let you get those.
Well, at the time it was cool.
Oh,
you
gotcha,
know.
gotcha.
And then like I got those like right as the style was like going out of style. And not that I've been one to follow the trends, but it's like especially in the 7th grade, like it's a trying time for a teenager girl.
That's true.
So, but finally, when I was I think it was right after my freshman year of high school. My mom's like, we're gonna get you new glasses. And I'm like, first off, I'm getting lenses that are bigger than this so I can see. And I got my I got the like old man grandpa glasses. You remember those? I'll put a picture of
You're
those
gonna
up
have
too.
to put a picture up.
Yeah, because Brendan Urie had a pair like them.
Oh,
so I hate to dox myself like that, but yeah, that's my story with glasses.
When I got these glasses, I haven't had new glasses in years. Probably since 18 when I got these glasses. I don't think they changed since, but I do need to make an appointment.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes.
Say I've been to the eye doctor since my last pair of glasses I got was when I was 19, but I've been to the eye doctor since. I just wear contacts all the time. The only thing is now I have an astigmatism, and my glasses don't correct my astigmatism.
That's what I need to get
Yeah.
next time I get new glasses is astigmatism correction or whatever. I don't need the transitions because I want to whip out some cool sunglasses eventually.
Are you gonna get like
Get
prescription sunglasses?
The clips, so you can just hit them down.
What'd you
Are
say?
you gonna get like prescription sunglasses?
Maybe.
I have a friend who gets them and she loves them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But what I was saying is, I was going through the racks of different frames. I hated all of them, and they were dumb shapes. They were like, it was like circle with like the cat eye shit, and I was like, can I just get like a normal pair of, like, what are all these weird, or they were really big, and I'm like,
I hate shopping for glasses.
See, I got a big head, so I like the
I would
bigger.
say my glasses look huge, but with you, I've got a bigger head, so
And
like when they're on my face, they don't look so big.
I was looking at the wireframe. I'm like, nah, those are like grandpa glasses. I won't like those. So I ignored that. And then finally, the last result, my mom was like, hey, I think you would look good in these ones. And I put them on. I'm like, oh, shit. I do look good in these glasses. So thank goodness
They
for...
kind of remind me of like, and this is a compliment, by the way. They kind of remind me of like the glasses that Eminem used to wear, like in the early 2000s. You know, when he walked around in his baggy t-shirts and his bleached blonde hair, and he'd have the little glasses. That's what they remind me of, but in like a good way.
I might actually go for maybe a little bit bigger lenses next time, just to see.
You should just get LASIK like I did.
No thanks.
Just get
No, thanks.
contacts. 1-800-CONTACTS. Not sponsored.
Contacts.
Glasses are an accessory that I enjoy.
The one thing I will say about contacts is, loved them, except freshman year when I played basketball. Because by the end of the first half, this is also when I had braces. So, cool kid in high school, glasses and braces, curly hair.
Don't bring the curly hair into it. You're gonna make me sound like I was a loser.
But by the end of the first half, even though I had a mouthpiece, my gum would be bleeding because I'd get elbowed and a piece of my braces would catch onto my gums.
Ouch.
And I'd be missing always my right contact.
What?
So I'd be playing the second half like half
What the
blind,
I don't get, how'd you lose your contacts
Yeah.
so much?
playing physical ball.
But like, I guess
He
I
just
don't
said
know.
playing physical ball.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
But one time I got elbowed, and I was like, oh, I lost my contact.
Oh, that's.
But like for days, I would put new contacts in, and I was like, my eye still feels kind of weird. No bruising or anything. And then like 3 days later, I could feel the contact starting to come back down
Oh God!
while I was in the shower, and I was just like, this is the most painful thing ever.
It's crazy that it was in there for days.
Yeah.
Because I've had them before
Yeah.
where it's like they get stuck in there and you could feel like the pressure.
Yeah.
No thanks. I don't want
I
contacts.
think like because I didn't get contacts till I was I think 19, and I hated them at first because like my mom would sometimes have to help me like get them in and out because
Yeah.
I struggled with them so much. Nobody tells you that when you get them.
Well, because
They're
it's kind of
a
nerve wracking
pain,
because
yeah.
you're like, I'm putting my finger like
and
right on my eye.
and I had to like do it in the mirror, and now it's
Yeah.
like it's second
Yeah.
nature. But I remember I think you guys were even at my house one time, and I like rubbed my eye, and I just felt my contact
Yeah.
go back, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I was in there almost in tears trying to like take my contact out because it's like you can't see it,
Yeah.
but I know it's there, and yeah, it was bad.
You guys are making my eyes water. Stop it.
Since we are talking about eyes, I was gonna bring this up at the very beginning of the podcast.
The
but-
hills have eyes.
Yes. I broke a blood vessel in my eye, so if you think my eye's bleeding, it's not, I promise.
No, Jaylene's actually just real heavy metal, so that's why her eyes.
That's
are
actually
like
my
that.
eye tattoo.
Yeah.
Thought I'd look badass.
I forgot eye tattoos were a thing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, that just reminded me. Do you guys remember when there was a trend going on where you had like a donut like in your forehead or something?
A donut?
What?
It wasn't a donut, but there was like plastic surgery that was real popular back in.
Yeah, people would get all kinds of shit in their face. Because
Yeah.
I remember the cheek ones, you'd get like little crescents in your cheeks.
Yep.
Yeah, it was almost looked like a piece of plastic just in there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like that trendy. It was like a few people did it, and then people were like, "This is bizarre."
I saw it everywhere for some reason.
Matthew was like, I'm thinking about doing this.
No, not at all.
What's like? Was there any? Probably not you, because you're pretty like straight edge. But was there any like crazy trend you almost jumped onto? But you're not like a piercing guy
Shooting
either.
gorillas.
I'm gonna ignore that.
An earring, but I never remembered which side was supposed to be the side you were supposed to get it on if you were a guy.
Because there's supposed to be a gay side.
Yeah.
I think the right side was considered the gay side.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I got my nose pierced, a few people asked, "Was like, is that the gay side?" And I was like, "Fuck you."
Fuck you.
And that was like, I don't know, 5 years ago.
Mhm.
People were still saying that. So who cares? Why didn't you get both ears pierced?
I could have.
Yeah.
He could only handle the pain of one.
Do what they did with me at Claire's.
Claire's.
One on each side.
All right, on the count of 3. 1. Ah!
Matthew, would you ever let me pierce your ear?
No.
Yes, I
no,
would.
No.
I would.
That's how we get infections. You shouldn't even get your ears pierced at Claire's.
I trust Tegan. I feel like he would do his research.
Nope.
Yeah, I bought this gun off Amazon.
No.
Been letting these soak in some Jack Daniels so they're nice and sanitized.
The amount of people who do that, like, is scary. Just buying their own piercing guns.
I feel like that would work. You heat it up, put some Jack Daniels on it. I think it'll be fine. As long as you heat up the sharp end a little bit. Should
The
be
end
fine.
bit.
Yeah.
How many likes?
How many
If
likes?
you're taking to pierce your ears.
How about subscribers first? So
Okay, how many subscribers?
50.
50 subscribers.
If we
and
get
you'll
to
pierce
50
your-
subscribers, you'll
You'll
let me
pierce your ears, or you'll let Tegan pierce them?
I'll let Tegan pierce my ear.
That's insane. I'd at least do 100.
Okay, we'll bump it up to 100. You hear that, folks? 100. Get working on it.
I was gonna say that I almost got an eyebrow piercing back in the day, and I'm kind of glad I never did that because I don't think I could pull it off.
I think you'd be able to.
Yeah. But I really, and I don't know
No.
why, and I know this is really trashy, but it's like I've been really craving a lip tattoo lately.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Like, what do you mean, like?
Like do the.
Done.
But I would get like something like really silly on there, like
Don't do that. I'd rather you get your eyebrow pierced.
fuck that. At least I could hide that.
You
It'd be fun.
can take your piercing out.
Not for like ever though. You eventually gotta put it back in.
Yeah.
Would
Isn't
it be-
if you leave your earrings or whatever out, the hole actually seals itself?
Yeah. And that's what happened with my nose, since my nose ring was out for so long.
Gotcha.
And I went and got a re-pierced.
I'll just get my nipples pierced.
You can hide those.
I wonder.
Not what I'm gonna get on them.
Okay.
I wonder.
Okay.
Do they put some ice on them first to get them just a little bit perky before getting the old going?
Do you want me to research so when I pierce your ears, I can just quickly
No.
get one through
I
there
hope
too?
you-
Please no.
I hope
don't
you
want
know,
my
like, when
nipples
they
pierced.
pierce nipples, they don't use the guns. Like, they actually use, like, a piercing needle.
I had no idea.
Yeah, just gotta get the thread through.
You should technically, like, have a professional piercer, like, do actual needles in your ears and not the guns. But
Yeah.
I'll take an online course.
Certified.
I've been wanting to get another row of my ear pierced. You're not doing it.
250 subscribers.
No, because I'm getting I'm getting close to my actual ear and not just, like, my
Do some
earlobe.
research on which side I should get it on too.
I'll fill up the gay side so people know.
What are you going to get pierced? Oh, your nipples, you
Yeah.
already said.
What about belly button tattoo?
I
tattoo. Belly button
I hate
piercing.
that so much.
I don't know. I've seen some girls with it. Kind of hot.
I think
hot.
it's because I hate my belly button being touched.
Well,
so
I have an
just,
innie, so I don't think mine would work out too well.
I have an innie too. So
I thought any is when, like, you should get them.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a.
Haven't you seen them? You seen girls with belly
He's
buttons.
too distracted looking at the
I feel like if
piercing.
you had
The
an,
actual
I feel like if you
piercing.
had an Audi, that would like cause more issues.
and a lot I've seen are like the
It's like you have the top part, then it goes through, and then kind of like.
Oh, you know
the
what?
ones
You're
I've
right.
seen had like that flare on it
You're
where
right.
it
Yeah.
Yeah.
got like a skirt or something.
Like a little flappy thing.
Yeah.
Would you prefer a lady with nipple piercings or a belly button piercing?
Neither.
Like if you had to pick one.
If I had
Belly
to pick
button.
one, nipples.
Learning
You
so much.
you know what? That makes sense for Matthew.
Let's go.
It's like this tastes a little metallic.
I see you like to have some fun.
Remind me to never get my nipples pierced.
Please don't.
I'm gonna ruin it for Matthew if my nipples are pierced. I've got some bad news, Matthew.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Let's see. We've talked about piercings, talked about glasses. Talked a lot about nostalgia.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to?
Do nipple piercings give you nostalgia for anything?
No,
Make you
I can't say
nostalgic?
I've seen a bunch of those. Huh?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say earlier, I got my ears pierced originally at Claire's.
Yeah.
My second row of piercings, I actually got done at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you get your nose re-pierced at? Re-pierced at?
I don't want to dox us, but I'll tell you off camera.
Oh, okay.
But it was at an actual like piercing place.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't just walk into Claire's one day and be like, "Hey,
Gotcha.
pierce me," because I was real nervous when I got these second ones done. I hate getting piercings. Like tattoo me all day, I don't care. But like piercings, really, I don't like them.
When are we all getting our plaid couch tattoos?
50 subscribers.
No.
You were gonna
15.
get. You were gonna get your. I'd do it for 15. You were gonna get your ears pierced by Tegan for 50 subscribers, but you won't get a plaid couch tattoo.
Nope.
It's gotta be less.
Oh my
10 subscribers.
Jeez.
Oh, looks like we gotta go.
Oh shit, we already got them.
I lost my train of thought. Probably something about piercings or tattoos.
Probably.
I'm just a little wimp, but yeah, when I got my ears pierced, they were all with the piercing guns, and I've learned since then that those aren't the best way to have your ears pierced. So, but
Like
hey,
I said,
think
I
I'm
trust
okay.
Tegan to do his research.
No, I think
Ah, shit! I nicked
I
them.
think we should
Get
go
the
to
hot
a-
glue gun.
I think we should go to a piercer. That would make me nervous.
I'd pick a real cool earring too.
The star.
Maybe.
Or do you want to go like full blown pirate with the
I want to
hoop?
go full blown pirate, dude. I want
You
to.
can't start with a hoop.
After I do my research, we sure as hell can.
No, you can't. You have to start with a stud.
Like, actually, I have to start with a stud.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll get earring with me on it.
Oh, shut
so,
up.
so you have a nice stud
and
in
it
there.
has to be like of like good metal. Like it can't be my shitty earrings, like because mine
Yeah.
are like fake metal.
Gotcha.
But you
No.
have to start with a stud with like good metal so it doesn't get infected.
Gotcha.
Because the hoops you can't leave in; they're gonna get caught on something. They're gonna cause infection. And you cannot take them out the first like how many weeks you have them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you have to start with a stud.
I do want to go full blown
You
pirate though.
Could do what I did for my third piercing in my ear because I'm so cool. I picked up the studs that had skulls on them.
Fuck yeah.
Because you know me, in like the 10th grade, I was so like hardcore and punk rock.
Super.
Those were sick earrings. Though. I
Super
do miss
emo,
them.
dude.
One of these days, Matthew's gonna come in with the hoops all along his ears.
That's a good look.
Yeah.
My mom does that a
His
lot.
beard grown out,
Mhm.
braided,
Some
and
extra
he's
tattoos.
he wouldn't have showered for weeks.
Okay,
And
I
it's
don't
just
know
like,
about
he's,
that.
He's going full blown pirate.
I don't know about not showering,
He,
dude.
he smells like rum and sadness.
That'd be worse than me
No,
getting a
it'd be
lip
rum
tattoo.
and. It'd be rum.
I know the joke's not gonna land. Whatever he
No,
says.
it's not. I just. I forget.
No, I don't
No,
think he did.
yeah,
I think he just doesn't want to say
It's
it.
just gonna be rum and more rum.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't land.
No. Rum and Duke Cannon.
It doesn't work if you didn't shower though.
Yeah. He does the dry shower where he's just rubbing the soap on him and then.
Dude, I would. I don't think I could. I don't think I could go a week without showering. That'd be too much.
Yeah, you know, like some days you'll just like the days when you're just like rotting around at home, and it's like you haven't showered in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Even then, it's like I need a fucking shower,
Yeah.
man. and that's even like like when you don't do anything, when you like couch rot for 2 days. It's still
If
bad.
I like you said, couch rot or
Couch crotch.
couch crotch,
Our behind the scenes channel, Couch Crotch.
couch rot.
It's just our videos, but then the cameras just panned out our crotches.
I'll be-
exact same videos.
I'll be sitting on my couch at home, and I'm like, oh, I just feel like shit. I feel useless, and I'll get in the shower, and
I feel so much better.
I'll clean myself up real good. I'll get that soap ball lather, and I'll come out and dry off, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I feel so much better. Showers are a good mood booster if you're down, if you're in a bad mood.
Bath does good wonders too.
Bath.
Yeah, a good bath. The glass of wine and a candle and a good bath
Oh
bomb.
yeah,
Matthew, when's the last time you've taken a bath?
very long time ago. Very long time ago.
I was going to say, when I first moved in my house, there's a bathtub. I was like, let me try.
Let me try.
And it's not the biggest tub in the world, so I'd lay down in like an inch of water because if I went over that, it would spill over. So I just I'm just going to stick to showers.
Did you like set the mood when you took a bath, or was it just purely like for research?
I laid in there, was listening to some podcasts, and it's like,
Because you gotta like
laid down, and it's like,
you gotta
just a
set
little
the
bit.
mood.
I'm like, I'm cold.
I'm cold.
Like my cheeks are warm in the water, but the rest of me is cold.
You gotta set the mood if you're taking a bath. Like the lights can't be on if you're taking a bath.
Douse the lights.
You gotta turn the lights off. You gotta have at least 2 candles going, depending on the size
That
of
sounds
your
like a
bathroom.
fire hazard
Yeah.
to me.
It's worth it for the risk. If you've got a bigger bathroom, you add more candles or get bigger candles.
I don't know about that.
One
You-
giant
you're not-
candle.
One
You're
giant
not like
candle.
lighting everything on fire.
Fuck
you
it,
just need
put
to
a
set
campfire in there.
the mood. You need a good like bubble bath,
Mm-hmm.
and you need a good bath bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're feeling real crazy, some bath salts. Not the kind you're thinking of,
I mean, it's the same kind, isn't
Yeah.
it?
but we're gonna use them in the bath. Well,
Not
we,
on
but-
some guy in Florida.
Gotcha.
And you need. You can't drink anything other than wine in the tub, unless you don't want to drink wine. Then
Apple
you get.
juice.
Then you get an ice cold, either like diet soda or like Dr Pepper, but you still drink it in a wine glass.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you
I like
can't,
that.
You can't go in there with like a can of beer.
I think we're starting to get on topic of our guilty little pleasures of kind of self-care a little bit.
And maybe that will be for another
Before
episode.
the next episode, this will
Yeah.
be a teaser.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how you take a bath, folks at home,
I'll send you guys a picture of me taking the bath then.
and I'll put it on screen.
I'll be sure to wear like swim trunks or something.
Be sure to watch my hot tub stream. We're
Come on, you're already committed. Let's go.
we'll try a wine flight and multiple bath bombs.
Okay, wine flight and a hot tub stream is actually goated.
That's pretty
I-
pretty hardcore, isn't
I like that idea.
it?
And then our first live stream will be you in a hot tub, and then just bring you like wine flights.
Which would be great because Matthew is just like the rest of us where we know nothing about wine. Jaylene, you know. Like,
Jaylene knows more than us.
I know
Yeah.
enough to like to
bullshit your way through.
bullshit my way through a winery. Like if someone's like, "Oh, what do you have?" and it's like, "Oh, I like a drier, like a Chardonnay."
But I could really play it off like I know it. I think I could.
This one's a bubbly red.
Bubbly red.
Yeah.
I taste earth,
A little bit
of mud.
of mud.
Matthew, I hate to dox you like this, but you
Why do
can.
you keep doxing
some
me in
grapes?
this podcast?
You're just setting yourself up
Some
for
wine. Coat the inside of your mouth. That's a 10.
But I feel like Matthew can bullshit his way through a lot of social situations.
Wine's not it.
Pretending to be a wine snob is not it.
Ooh.
Even like pretending to know a little bit about wine.
Here's why, Matthew. You and I went to get drinks a few weeks ago, and you're a big mead guy.
I'm a big meat guy.
You got a mead. You took a sip and immediately went.
You know if Matthew doesn't like something.
It was not good. It was not good.
Like the lady who brought us our drinks, like she wasn't even 2 feet away from us yet, and you just went.
It was not good.
I'm gonna dox Matthew again. Sorry.
Might as well.
That would be the theme of this podcast episode.
Huh?
And I want your opinion on this because it's something I've been sitting on for a while, and
Oh.
I'm not sure if I agree with my hypothesis or not. I have not proven it yet, so we're gonna test it out. I think Matthew is the type of guy who it's like you instantly know if he doesn't like something, but I feel like he could really commit to a gross drink if he likes the name of it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to admit he's wrong.
No, we saw that in, what was it, Cleveland or
Oh,
Columbus?
no, I've got a better one because you drank a nasty ass cocktail in Chicago.
Which one was it?
It was bad. We were in the Drifter.
Oh.
And it was bad. And I could tell as he was drinking it, I'm like, ooh. And even if you initially were like, oh, that's interesting, I could tell Matthew was just like
I was dying on the
not
inside.
having it at the end. It was like, I don't even know, because it was one where it's like you got the cocktail menu, and it's like, I don't know what any of this shit is.
Yeah.
Like
You just kinda
you would
freeball
read
it.
the drink, like,
you look for an ingredient you know.
Yeah.
it literally was one of those places.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, well.
Well.
And the minute, because at first Matthew tasted it, and I couldn't tell if he liked it or not. And then I took a sip, and I was like, that is rank. And Matthew goes, it's good. I like it. It's really good. I was like,
And I'm just like,
and I'm like, I think he's
Single
overconfident.
tear rolling down
And
your
I
face.
think what really sold it for me is we got a second round of drinks at that place because the vibe was really cool.
oh my gosh, I could have stayed there all night.
And the second drink he had was whiskey based. And as soon as he took a drink, he's like, oh, I don't like this. Which I thought was significantly better than the one you ordered before that. And I'm like, I wondered if he could have powered through that one a little bit better if you didn't power through the first one pretending you liked it.
Speaking of your guys' Chicago trip, it's like when you were talking about Sparrow.
Oh. Yep, okay.
The two context clues I had
Okay.
was the bar was named...
Wait, hang on. Before Tegan says this, he was in the right for his opinion.
The two context clues I had was the bar was named Sparrow and you guys got pirate rum.
No, I did.
Matthew got pirate rum. So I was like, oh, was it like a pirate themed bar or something? You both looked at me like I was insane.
Well, it wasn't just
Yeah,
that.
we were disgusted with Tegan.
That's not how you brought it up because he didn't phrase it like, oh,
Well,
was it this?
I was like,
Tegan
were they
said
wearing
something, and he
pirate
goes,
costumes or
when,
something?
When I go, I'm gonna wear a Jack Sparrow costume, and we're like, are you a fucking idiot? And he goes, isn't it a pirate bar? And we're like, no.
No, you dumbass.
And then when he did lay out the clues, we were like, okay, yeah, we see
Okay,
where you're coming
we
from.
see.
What the context clues given?
But if you have ever been to Sparrow in Chicago, which I definitely recommend, it's a very nice cocktail bar. If you don't want to spend like $15 on a drink, don't go there. But it's a nice little small cocktail bar. It is a nice place, dimly lit, kind of fancy smancy.
Yeah.
The idea of that being a pirate bar, since we've been there,
Yeah.
is like insane to me.
It was insane when you talked about the Jack Sparrow costume.
We should have just let him go with it and then taken him to Chicago and walk in.
He would have had like a pirate hat or something that he would have snuck with him. Like, all right, guys, I'm ready.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh, is this under renovation? Is this owned by new ownership? Changing the Sparrow name? Let's put Maddie on blast for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Since we were talking about bars and all that.
Sorry,
Way to
Matthew.
dox me again.
How many drinks have Jaylene and or I have we had to finish for you?
More than 5. More than 5.
An old fashioned.
I'll never forget the first time Matthew ordered an old fashioned at a restaurant because you and I looked at each other right away.
Yeah.
Like, because I think you guys are sitting next to each other and I was sitting across the table, and Matthew orders an old fashioned, and Tegan and I both just look up, our eyes lock. Waitress walks away, and Tegan goes, Matthew, you ever have an old fashioned? And Matthew, with the shittiest, eatingest grin on his face, goes, nope, but I gotta try it. And we're like, oh my god. And he takes one sip.
And then we finish it.
Yeah, I did not like it one bit.
Which I had to walk into the casino with a buzz then because we split it because you were driving.
Yep.
And I ordered a cocktail with dinner. So I had a mojito and half an old fashioned, and then I had to go to the casino. You ever think about what that did to me?
I didn't give a shit.
No, it was fine. I had a good time.
I was gonna say you had a buzz going on at a
Yeah.
casino. How bad can that be?
Yeah, and then I went and had drinks at the strip club, so clearly it didn't hurt me too bad.
Tegan just staring at the TV, not even looking in any direction.
Yeah, Tegan had a bad experience at a strip club.
The one time I looked at one of the dancers, she was not doing a dance. She was doing something completely different.
It was, yeah.
It was a technique.
It was a technique, that's for sure.
And I was like,
Borderline.
I'm just going to watch Miami, Florida play in this
You
college
were
game.
locked in on that TV.
Yeah.
That's okay,
I'll
though.
just keep
at
having
least,
these.
At least you didn't ask for a menu when you went there.
Yeah, first time we took Matthew to a strip club.
They didn't tell me.
She asked what he wanted to drink.
Got a menu?
To be fair, you and I go to a lot of like nice cocktail bars.
Yeah.
So it's like you're used to just asking for the cocktail menu.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from, but like we're sitting at the bar at the strip club, and the waitress comes over, and Matthew goes, "Do you have a drink menu?" And she played it off very well. She was very nice
sweet.
about it. She goes,
She was the hottest one there, by the way.
She goes, and then we kind of chuckled, which I think helped lighten the mood. And then she goes, "This is my drink menu," and then pointed to the bar. So it was fun.
She was nice.
Yeah. So pro tip: don't go to the strip club and ask for a drink menu.
I'll make all the mistakes, and then I'll talk about them so you guys don't have to.
There you go. Matthew's taking one for the team. That's why we keep him around.
Eventually, I'll learn.
Is there anything else we need to dox Matthew about before this episode ends?
Let's see. I'm sure there's plenty.
I'm sure we're missing some. I didn't know this was going to turn into an episode all about you.
I'm just the most interesting person in the room.
Hey, that's a good way to look at it, bud.
Yeah, maybe that's what the next episode will be, just us doxing each other with
Yeah.
a whole bunch of information.
I'm going to come with receipts.
Yeah, make a list.
Will do.
No, I feel like we can do this with Matthew because he's lighthearted about it. You and I would just get into a full-blown argument, I think.
Because I would have to prove why I'm in the right.
Yep.
Which I usually am.
I'm going to bring the receipts.
I'm
next
just
episode.
happy to hang out with my buds.
I will bring the receipts.
One thing I do want to say about Maddie before we go is that Cleveland trip where we got the Guinness and all that.
Oh.
That was Columbus.
Columbus.
Yeah.
Well, we got Guinness. I think
Yeah.
we went to the Irish pub. Well, we went to two Irish pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the one where it was just three of us?
Yeah.
That was
I think
Columbus.
so.
Not
But-
important.
But I think that was the first time I really hung around drunk Maddie.
Drunk Matthew came out strong.
Yeah. If you find pictures, throw some of those
Oh,
up.
I will,
'cause
yeah.
I learned Matthew gets I'll use the word handsy, but he just likes getting close to me, putting his arm around,
Yeah.
like we're buds. It's like,
What do you mean, like we're buds? We are buds.
we're coworkers.
Acquaintances.
Well,
No, I specifically remember I'm thinking of two in particular. The one of you guys in the elevator when he's got his arm on your shoulder. I'm definitely going to put that one in there. And then there's one when Matthew first takes a sip of his Guinness and it's just the foam on his mustache. And your face that you're making in it is wild. Like, you look like you just experienced something life-changing. It's like, dude, it's just a Guinness.
that's a real drink right there.
Who had to finish that for you?
Listen, I was how many drinks in? Like four bars that night. I got the hiccups, and they hurt like hell. I could not finish the drink.
Oh, boy.
I would have finished it if it would have been just a little bit earlier in the day.
Okay. He did eventually finish
Yeah.
one when we went out.
About a year or two later.
We went to Cleveland
Yeah.
the year or 2 years after,
Yeah.
and we stopped at another pub that was really nice. I don't remember the name of it, but that one. I asked what you guys wanted, and Matthew goes, "I'll have a Guinness, and I have to finish this one."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay."
I think that night I kept going up to you like, "Are you good, Maddie? Are you gonna finish it?" And you're like, "I have to."
Yeah, Matthew's on a mission.
I powered through it.
Luckily, that was like our first or second stop of
Yeah.
the night.
The
so it
worst
was
part
early.
was the very bottom of the Guinness. It was so bad.
That's the worst part of any beer.
was
to
so
begin with.
bad.
Yeah, it's really bad when you get to the end of a stout like that.
I would love to keep talking about these types of stories, or drinking stories, and
Yeah.
doxing each other, and
Doxing Matthew.
Drunk
specifically.
Maddie has also improved throughout the years to the point where I can literally raise anybody up.
I don't know
That's
about that.
debatable.
Okay, I may have played it a little bit.
But I want to thank everyone for watching. Whether you're listening on Spotify, watching on YouTube, whatever it may be, thank you. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you're on Spotify, rate this podcast.
I left a question on Spotify at the bottom below this episode, so answer the question.
All right.
And if you answer the question and I like it, then I will pin your answer, and then you'll win Pride.
If you want to see Drunk Maddie in a video, let us know.
Drunk Tegan will be seen in the 3rd episode because we talk about the wedding.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.